So,
What's up, guys? I'm Chris,
I'm Sean.
and this is the Whiskey Noobs.
All right. So, we've tried the mellow corn. We're moving on to our next one. And you know, I just want to say, with this one, there was a little different shape in the stave.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's some science.
The
to
whole
that.
idea is there's more surface area to the wood.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's supposed to give it more wood impact to the whiskey. I will say that if we're looking at that from a color change, I'd say it's pretty
slight.
substantial.
Really?
To
You
me,
say
oh
substantial?
yeah, look at the.
Oh, yeah.
To me, it's
Yeah, I can
definitely.
see the tones.
You know,
for sure. Oh, yeah.
So
The original versus the product, absolutely. And of course, you know, this one is pretty substantial.
So in theory, if all these jars were done the same timeline, more surface area for the actual staff, we'll call it a staff. It's not that. What the little doohickey that I turned on the lathe. It's got more surface area, right?
Right.
So the theory being that the ones that are like this have more surface area, we're going to have more of an impact. So almost like we're aging it longer. Or we're giving it more exposure to the wood itself.
Right, the oils and different things that go in it.
So it's going to be interesting to see. I did that specifically with the Kentucky Gentleman and the Jefferson. This guy's kind of like the outlier, right? So if we take this guy out, we take it out of the equation, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to hate on this because if you like American honey or any flavored whiskey, and that's your jam,
That's your jam.
that's your
Do
jam.
it.
And go for it and do it. I got
No
nothing-
judgment here. No judgment.
No judgment.
Yeah, we just
don't
That's
necessarily enjoy it.
Yeah.
And one thing we're never going to do is we're never going to be dishonest about how we feel about something.
no.
That's just how we feel about it.
Yeah.
Not bashing, just not my jam.
Yeah.
So these two, I kind of felt like had the most room for improvement
Potential.
of the three that we considered that are really in the consideration for the experiment, right? Mellow Corn, I really had some high hopes for this, and so far it's kind of delivered.
Yeah.
Like I could share that whiskey with someone, and it would be really fun to see their reaction.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm
either a
looking forward
noob
to that.
or
Someone
somebody who normally
yeah,
drinks
someone who-
whiskey. Yeah, you know what this is? This is mellow corn. What? You know, like I can totally see that conversation playing out.
I'm looking forward to sharing that one, and that's going to be fun. So we're on to the Jeffersons now. So I've had the Jefferson. I actually started with the Jefferson Reserve.
Yeah.
I loved it. It's a great whiskey. I need to get another one.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. It's a good whiskey for the money.
And we did the ocean too.
Yeah, we did the Ocean. I got really lucky, and somehow I got the cash strength for the regular money. So I paid like $80, $90, maybe closer to $100, but that's still less than what you normally pay for a cash strength.
Yeah.
And so I got a good deal on the cash strength. Didn't initially love it.
Not the neck pour.
No, I didn't love it.
The neck pour, we were like, you know, I think we tasted salt, but that might have been the psychology of the whole, you know, ocean part.
Once it opened up a little bit,
Yeah.
we definitely liked it.
We revisited. Yep. Yeah, definitely.
So the Jefferson small batch is my least favorite of the Jeffersons that I've had. And so of the whiskeys we thought we could improve, we thought maybe this would be one of them. So let's go ahead and try. I don't know that you've had the small batch. Have you had?
I don't know. It's funny. I was literally thinking about that when we were sitting here. I was like, I don't know if I've actually tried the small batch. I've tried the Reserve and I've tried the Ocean, but I don't know if I've tried the small batch. So you may get a first try for me here. And I will just say that we have lessened our pours just a little bit based on where we think we're going to be at by the time we get to the
It's going to be a fun night.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's Jefferson small batch. I mean, you know,
it's a little nutty on the, and I know I said that with this, but like it's very oaky. You got the oaky, the nutty on the nose, in the very front. I don't get a lot of fruit. I don't get a lot of caramel.
41.15. I gotta make sure you get that.
Okay, so it's above the 80%.
82.3 proof.
Yeah. And I don't get a lot of alcohol in the nose. I get
definitely less punch on the nose than the mellow corn.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking about a bottle of Bond compared to a 43. You know?
Exactly. So let's see.
Wait, it's not even 43. I'm 41.
Yeah. So I get that doesn't impress me when I drink it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't get a lot of. I don't dislike it. It's very neutral for me. It's got a very neutral flavor. I put it in the category of some whiskeys that I've tried that I think need to be aged longer.
Yeah. Okay. So, some crafts that we've tried.
Yeah, some of the crafts we tried that are just not there yet. Where we know down the road they may have something that'll bring something.
Yeah.
But that just I feel like it just has some young notes to it.
So maybe it needs to be aged a little bit more.
Maybe in a mason jar.
maybe you just need to put it in a mason jar for 5 days, you know, and you'll make it incredible. So
maybe
I will say that the color difference again. I call back to that. To me, I like things that I can see. Like, can I see an impact? Can I taste an impact? There's definitely a color change here.
Yeah.
You know, so whether or not that's just the tannins in the wood that have changed the color, it's possible. But I'm excited. Let's
pop that over.
Let's just try it.
Grab some new glasses.
Yeah, we got some here. Yeah. All right.
So we've agreed that Chris is going to pour because apparently I pour too heavy. So
hey. Not that I dislike your pours.
Right. But for the show, I mean, you know.
But for what we're trying to do, you know, maybe we should just pace ourselves a little bit.
Maybe a little.
You know? Tell you what, every one of these has got a different nose on it. Every one of them. I mean, compared to the original.
Wow. Now I got to try the original one.
So all these have been at my house aging, and I messaged Sean last night while I was making dinner, and I said, "Hey, I was like, I really want, like, I'm getting ready to pour some whiskey. I really want to pour one of these jars." He's like, "No!"
Literally with a lot of O's.
Like, "No, you have to wait."
Yeah.
And so I've waited. I've been patient.
Yeah.
I went ahead and took the oak out so that it would stop the aging, and I've been patient.
Yeah, this is literally the first time we have even tried these.
Yes,
so.
but I have smelled them, and I was sending them messages as they were aging. I'm like, hey, there's some pretty interesting stuff here.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it's different. I mean,
it is different.
If you're only looking for a change,
yeah.
Granted, at this point, we don't know it's a good change. If you're only looking for a change,
yep.
It certainly does that.
Now, I will say it does hold some of the original Jefferson's notes when I smell it.
Much more than the mellow corn did.
Way more, yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, it still comes through with the Jefferson notes. So I still get some of that nutty and the oaky on the front end. Of course, the oaky, because of the, we put that in there, we kind of probably doubled or tripled what would normally be there. But
I'm going for it.
I don't get a lot of the sweet or the caramel or anything that I might be thinking from the oak that we were hoping for. Here, I better...
Holy cow. Holy cow.
Okay. That's not even the same whiskey. And it does have the sweet and the caramel. Wow. Wow.
All right.
That's a different whiskey.
So I'm reflecting right now and I'm realizing what you guys are watching. And if I was you watching this, that my face just in, like, maybe I'm like blowing it up and I'm trying to make it bigger than it actually is.
Yeah, no, we have no reason to do that.
No, not at all. None of these are any whiskeys that I really enjoy or and I'm not that invested in this process. But I will tell you that is way better than the original.
Yeah, like it is. I would not even in a blind tasting. I would not even associate the two. Maybe on the nose, like I said, but once you taste it, that was very flat.
Yes.
When I on the palate, very young.
I was going to use a word that I don't like. It was smooth.
Smooth. It was smooth.
It's smooth. Like, we drink it.
That's not a good word for whiskey for us. Like, yeah. But this opened up some other flavor notes in the beginning.
There's I know that this is the note we're going to get, but the wood is coming through.
It is, but I'll tell you this. Okay,
it's coming through, and it's not in a bad way.
No.
But it's coming through. And it's delivering more of a punch in flavor than the original did.
Absolutely.
And the thing that stands out to me most is the finish is much longer on the force aged than it is on the original.
So it's the same proof, essentially. It's just
we're not changing anything.
Maybe the oils. And I will say this, when the mellow corn had some different punch on this added some caramels to it. I think it brought out what maybe this was designed to do.
It's been out there longer.
Yeah, it's been out there. Yeah,
longer.
and I think there's some caramels, there's some brown sugar, there's some sweetness to that normally wouldn't have just by adding this. And of course, we did change the shape, so maybe that has a little bit to do with it. I don't know.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Even improved, it's not mind blowing. It's not mind blowing whiskey,
but it's whiskey and I love it. So,
but if I'm being truthful about did it have an impact, right, and being honest with it, it without a shadow of a doubt has an impact. There's no way whatsoever you can deny that. It has an impact and improved the flavor. So far, we've done 2 out of 4.
Yeah.
I would prefer my jars of these whiskeys now over the original in both scenarios.
Absolutely.
With maybe the caveat that this is just such a unique experience with the mellow corn.
It is.
That you're not really going to get. I definitely think that putting the force aging it made this a little more mainstream.
Yeah. It took away from the originality that mellow corn is. And on that sense, I like mellow corn how it is. Yeah. But I'm not disappointed with what it became.
Now, if I had to choose which of these 2 to drink forever, and it could be the only whiskey I ever had, I would rather my nice save. I would rather my force aged over the mellow corn.
I agree with that, but I mean...
But if you want something that's unique, something that's bold, the original mellow corn, you cannot beat that.
If you haven't tried it.
For $9.
Yeah, if you haven't tried it.
Now, we are in North Carolina. I know prices vary. We live in a wonderful state. It's kind of a catch-22.
Yes.
We live in a wonderful state where our whiskey is mandated, right? So, like, we pay what it's supposed to cost, right? That's what we pay.
MSRP.
We do have a lottery system, which we do plan on actually participating in next year.
We dabbled in it.
Yeah, we kind of. But next year we plan on participating a little more.
Yeah.
In this current year, 2021. So that is the beauty of us. We do pay when we can find a whiskey. We do pay what it costs.
Yeah, we don't get anything above that.
Yeah, and outside of maybe Caskers or some of the other online services for some of the stuff that we're having trouble finding. Yeah. We do trips like. Sean here has had the beauty of being able to travel, so he's traveled and picked some stuff up. But I think we're getting a little off track.
That's right.
We'll get
back another episode.
Back to the point. Yeah. So far, pretty impressed.
I am. I think that's probably the biggest improvement / difference. I would say.
Improvement, yes.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yes. The change is definitely there. Yeah. But as far as an improvement, that definitely improved over the original.
So let's rinse our glasses and let's move on to what we believe is going to be the most interesting.
For sure.
Not only the most interesting stage, but the most interesting.